total profit of $1,000 across each. I ended up taking a complete loss of $468 on each of my accounts, which occurred from my bias going into the morning was bullish. If we go to the 4-hour time clock, wow, I mean, welcome to week 23 of the challenge, and what a way to start off by saying I'm practically broke. I've got about $1,000 left in my bank account, £750. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because in the past 72 hours, I have been through 16 top step combines. 16. That is just insane. $2,100 worth of accounts I've been through in the past 72 hours. And scores on the doors are, I am on 3 Express accounts right now. I'm not on 5 because I can't afford it. I'm up on the accounts after I took a great trade yesterday. But I just want to start off by saying in the vlog, man, throughout all of the trials and tribulations I've been through in my journey, recently I've just been slacking. Like, I've been in a position so many times where I have built up consistency on the markets. I've got a payout from an account. I've got another payout from the accounts. I've then ended up going on a spiral, going on tilt and blowing all of my accounts. After I blow my accounts, I then end up breaking every single rule in the book. I brain rot all day in bed. I watch Netflix. I go on TikTok. I go on Clash Royale. I do nothing productive for the next few days. And there has been positions I've been in where it's lasted me a couple weeks, but I'm really not happy with myself, man. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, I've only cleared 15 and a half bags of 50 in 23 weeks, which is just utterly insane considering the amount of time I've been on the markets, considering the amount of experience I've got in the markets, considering my statistics on the markets. Logically, I should have already cleared 50k by now, but I'm not here to complain. I mean, every single day is an opportunity for me to take a step forward. Every single day I gain more experience in everything I do. But it's time for me to just get out my fucking comfort zone because I'm fed up of doing the same shit over and over again. I'm tired of blowing accounts. I'm tired of going to evaluation jail when I have no reason to. I'm tired of making the same fucking mistakes that I just don't need to make. So this week in the vlog, it's going to just be me putting my fucking all into this shit. Me putting my all into it. I'm going to get clips of me playing golf. Going to get clips of the markets, obviously. Maybe do some walking and talking. Whatever. I'm trying to make it interesting for you people whilst I still have to make it hard for myself. So just a little clip that I'll have in the future. This is what my bank looks like, bro. This is what my bank looks like. So, on Sunday, the 1st of March, I bought 5 combines. I blew them. I reset them again. On Monday, I blew them. I then reset another 3. On Monday, I blew them. I reset another 3. On Monday, I passed them. So, scores on the doors. 3 Express accounts I'm on right now. As you can see, leader +2. We're up $1,000 on each of the accounts. Yesterday was my first ever trading day on these accounts. I ended up taking 1 loss up on market open. I then took a great, nice big win to gain back that loss 4 times. And I'm pretty proud of it with these trades. I mean, when I was on the bus on the way home from the gym today, I ended up watching PB Patty's trade breakdown from yesterday, or he did a live trade recap, and bro, the executions are on point. Like, I took the exact same entry on the first trade as him. I took the exact same entry on the second trade of him. Maybe the take profits weren't the same, but besides the point, I've already got confidence in the markets. I understand that my strategy works. I understand that my psychology works the majority of the time. Obviously, when it doesn't work, that's when I pay the price of my emotions. But it's just kind of comforting to understand that I'm doing some of this shit right on the markets. I am entering at the right time. So I'm getting the same logical input into my time on the markets, which is refreshing to say the least. But at the same time, it doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, as I've said, I'm practically broke. These accounts don't have to work for me. I'm going to put my all into them because I don't have a choice. I don't want to go and have to work a job to get my funds up so that I can afford more combines. I don't want to do that shit. These accounts don't need to work. Only I do. Only I do. So this week is really going to be a test for me. It's going to test me on how much I really want it. How much I really want to be successful. I started this challenge off with just the idea of me doing everything that my successful self would be doing. But I get to the point where 2 weeks ago, I blew up $700,000 in funding capital. Would my successful self be doing that? Not really. No. When I'm aligned to take a 20k payout on the market, would my successful self be doing that? Yes. Would my successful self be blowing that in the bin? No. Would my successful self be brain rotting all day on TikTok, on Clash Royale, on Netflix? No. But I've been doing that, and there goes the saying that, well, it's not even a saying, it's just logical. Like, at one point in your journey, or at one point in your path, you will just get so fucking fed up with doing the same shit over and over again and getting the same terrible, undesirable results. And that is the exact point I'm at. I'm fed up of fucking around and getting nothing for it. I'm fed up of seeing other people win who have even less experience than me, and I get nothing for it. So it's time to put in the fucking work, man. So, having that being a pretty long clip, these clips will not be that long. As I said, I'll get some golfing in, I'll get some markets in, and in the next clip, which I'll catch you in, I'm going to be breaking down the trade that netted me a total profit of about $1,400. So, what a way to start off the week. It's an unfortunate turn of events, but it's only me to blame. And here we are, obviously, to now recap the two trades I ended up taking yesterday, which netted me a total profit of $1,000 across each of my three Express accounts. So haven't got the executions up. They just clog up the chart. But as you guys already know from the last clip, I took one trade up on market open, got stopped out straight away. I re-entered this trade. I layered into the markets here. I then took two partial take profits at this low. And this low, I left one runner on till hopefully sweep out previous month's low. Unfortunately, it did not get swept and we got stopped out of break even. But regardless, what a great way to start off these accounts. And I'm really, really, really happy with this trade. So without further ado, let's just get into how I formed a bias in this market, how I ended up executing so well. So naturally, we can just get this out of the way really quickly. We're in a downtrend. We're respecting bullish S&Ts. We are breaking structure to the downside. We are failing to break higher in the markets. And we are just continuously disrespecting all signs of bullish pricing. We've got a bullish for value gap here. What are we doing? We're disrespecting it. We've got bearish changing state deliveries. What are we doing? We're respecting them. We've got more bullish for value gaps. What are we doing? We're disrespecting them. Every single thing on the chart is pointing for price to go to the downside. So on Monday this week, we ended up sweeping these relative equal highs, putting in a fresh S&T on the 4-hour time frame. And obviously, price shot to the downside straight away. Now, yesterday's price action was these 3 4-hour candles, or these 4 4-hour candles. Wait, I'm about to... Don't mind me. Yesterday's price action was literally just this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, and this candle. So, understanding the fact that we've got 2 bullish for value gaps in this range, price absolutely disintegrates them and closes below this 4-hour level. This shows me in the markets that it is a primal opportunity for price to continue to the downside. On the markets, we want to align our internal draws on liquidity with our external draws on liquidity. We want to align our high time frame trend with our low time frame trend. On the high time frames, on the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, we're in a bearish trend. Now, if we go to intraday price action on the 4-hour time frame, we're disrespecting any chance of a bullish move to the upside. So what we're going to do, we're going to be looking for our entry model, which requires an S&T, a change in state delivery, internal manipulation, and a confident draw on liquidity. So automatically off the bat, we can tick off our confident draws on liquidity because our pre-existing draws on liquidity that we're chasing right now are previous month's low or just November's low. So having our external draws on liquidity being November and previous month's low, we just need to align our internal draws on liquidity. So as market opens, we have got a significant low here on the charts, and we've got all of this internal low resistance liquidity. This is just how the markets move. The markets move fractally. What will be shown on the daily time frame will be shown on the 4-hour time frame. What will be shown on the hourly time frame will be shown on the 15-minute time frame. If we're on a high time frame trend to the downside, on the low time frames, we can see that we have got our internal draws on liquidity, being this low resistance sell side liquidity, our external draws on liquidity. Like, when you understand market structure and you understand how the markets are algorithmically designed to move, you will understand this and you will be able to capitalize on it like I did today or yesterday. But anyway, entry criteria. We have ticked off our confident draws on liquidity because we are targeting these sell side lows. So now all that we need to see is a S&T, internal manipulation, and a change in state delivery. So upon market open, we automatically shoot to the upside, sweeping out this significant high. At this point, I really did like what I saw. Price had displaced to the upside, and obviously, if we want to be in a downtrend or if we want to be short in the market, we want to see manipulation to the upside first. So price shoots to the upside, sweeps out this significant high, puts in an S&T here. Price then respects this 4-hour change in state delivery. Remember the level I showed you. It then comes to the downside, puts in this inverse for value gap, and I enter in the market straight away. I'm confident in this setup. I don't care if it loses because it is my model at the end of the day. I ended up entering the market with 2 micros targeting previous month's low. Unfortunately, we got stopped out straight away. Now, does this make me lose faith in this setup playing out? No, it does not, because it just gives me even more conviction that price has put in a manipulation leg in the markets to drive price to the downside again. So as soon as I got stopped out, I understood the manipulation leg has been put in. The internal stop run has been put in. Everyone who entered in shorts with me, who's got stopped out, might think that we're now going to be bullish in the markets, but no, we're not. So what happens in the markets? We end up putting in a brand new inverse for value gap on the 1-minute chart. I enter in the market with a stop loss at the high and originally aiming just for this significant low. Price then goes to the downside. It retraces to my entry. I enter in the markets again and I move my stop loss to this high. Price then comes to the downside. I take off 2 contracts at this low. I take off 2 contracts at this low, and I leave 1 runner on the table to run till previous month's low, which unfortunately got stopped out at break even, obviously. But regardless, man, I mean, what a great trade. What a great way to start off these accounts. I'm completely happy with both trades that I took yesterday. And now the day is over. Currently, it is 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday, and yeah, man, this day was just to get back on track, and we've done exactly that. Started off the day by going to the gym, got home, messed around for a bit, hopped in the markets. So before I talk about the rest of my day, this is how the markets went for me. So they didn't go the best. I ended up taking a complete loss of $468 on each of my accounts, which occurred from two shorts. So I'm not going to do a trade breakdown because it will just drag on the video for so long and these trades are not worth it. But anyway, price broke 1 minute structure to the downside, or it confirmed the internal 1 minute changing state delivery. And from there, it broke structure to the downside, inverted 1 minute for value gap. But unfortunately, price shot to the upside and just carried on running all the way up till this significant high. But yeah, man, I mean, I took 2 losses today. Do I care? No, because losing is part of a winning system. Today, I took my setup. Now, maybe I wasn't trading in the right direction, but that is completely besides the point. The point is that I was confident with the setups that I took today. I waited for conviction to align before I hopped in. I didn't get any FOMO. I did not get any greed. I did not get any emotions involved in the decisions I made today. I adjusted my risk. I followed my strategy and I did what I could. So whether I won or whether I lost, it didn't matter because I did everything that I needed to do. So after I finished on the markets, I ended up going and playing. Well, actually, I got my content out of the way. So today I posted my long form YouTube video of the trade breakdown. I then posted both trades or both live trades on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and on my YouTube shorts. So today I've got out 7 different videos of content, which is great. I mean, could I do more? 100%, but that is the benchmark to aim for, literally just 2 a day, and that will do me more than nothing. But anyway, after I got the content out of the way, went and played golf in the nets that are local to me for about an hour and a half. Walked home after that, and yeah, here we are, just chilling for the rest of the day. I mean, I haven't watched Netflix at all until this point in the day, which is great. I haven't been doing anything dopamine based all day until now, which is great. But tomorrow, I'm just going to start off by going to the gym as usual. But after I go to the gym, I'm actually doing some gardening for my neighbor. So it's really sunny tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't get out on the golf course. But regardless, I need to get that paper in. I need to get that dosh in because, as you guys know, I'm going broke very, very, very quickly. So every little helps at this point. But yeah, man, I mean, the week's going all right so far. Back on Express accounts. We're up in total on the Express accounts, but I'm just going to call it a day because, yeah, man, there is nothing else to talk about. So it is now the next day, and as I said yesterday, gonna be doing some gardening today, man. Doing some gardening for my neighbor. Currently it is 12 p.m. on Thursday. So far it's been a great day. I mean, literally done nothing, but I'm gonna take it for what it is. Got up at 7 a.m. Had a great workout. I mean, funnily enough, I actually finished my workout today, which just never really happens and hasn't happened in a long time, but it's time to actually crack on with this shit now, man. So, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna create a little time lapse of me doing some gardening because it's pretty satisfying at the end of the day, but it also fills up the vlog with a bit of diversity. So this is what it's looking like now. I've already cleaned up some piles of leaves that were like there. But yeah, man, hopefully by this weekend, all of this moss in between here is sorted out. And yeah, right now I'm literally just mowing the lawn and getting it clean again. So it's pretty random, but here we go, man. And as expected, the day has somehow come to an end. So in the previous clip, I probably was doing the lawn mowing, and I ended up starting that gardening at 11 a.m. and finished it at 2 p.m. Literally came straight back, hopped in the markets, and bro, I got cooked today. I've not had my charts looking like this for quite a while. Ended up taking 5 trades today. My bias going into the morning was bullish. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that, don't mind the executions, it is absolutely horrific. Take the executions off the table. 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we're in an uptrend. As you can see, we're creating bullish for value gaps that we're not retracing into. We're inversing bearish for value gaps. We're breaking structure to the upside at multiple different points. If we go to the internal lower time frames, we can see that price is failing to break lower. So upon New York AM open, we can expect price to fail to break lower again. Inside, there's a bunch of stacked low resistance liquidity. We've also got London, Asia, previous day high, and the whole opening gap range. So liquidity was on the side to be bullish. Price, it breaks structure to the upside, obviously creates a 5-minute bullish for value gap. Price trades into that bullish for value gap, and unfortunately we got caught on the manipulation leg. So it was right here. I ended up entering up here, and price ended up sweeping us out just to go to the upside straight away. I ended up shorting the market here for no reason, got stopped out. I longed the market here. It edged my take profit by about 5 points and then came straight back to stop loss. I shorted the market again here, and yeah, I recovered $560 worth of losses in this trade, and now we're up another winning day. So happiness about how today went on the markets. It's not on an all-time low because at the end of the day, majority of the trades I took today were completely convictionalized. The first trade that I ended up getting stopped out at break even was just completely my fault because I wasn't patient, but still, same shit. I waited for my manipulation. I waited for my...
Market is closed.
Woo! I waited for my manipulation. I waited for my SMT. I waited for my breaker structure or whatever, chain of state delivery. And obviously the confident draw on liquidity was already there. But yeah, man, was the markets good for me today? No. I could have done a lot better of a job. But regardless, in this game, you're not going to get the perfect results. You're not going to get the perfect inputs. You're not always going to do everything possible that you need to do. Because remember, people, there's a million different things that collide with your psychology. There is a million different things going on around you. around with trading. You're never going to get a perfect result. You're never going to be perfect consistently. So if you can be perfect the majority of the time, then that's good. What did I do on Monday? I passed my account. What did I do on Tuesday? I took 2 trades. They were A-star trades. What did I do on Wednesday? Yesterday, I took 2 A-star trades. Today, I started off with an A trade. I then took a shit trade. I then took an A trade. I then took a great trade. Maybe in my eyes, I didn't do everything possible, but at the end of the day, I'm building habits that are going to work for me more in the future than they do for the present. Me getting a payout for $1,000 today didn't happen. But even if it did, the way I got there, ideally, would have been a great way to then progress me onto making a 5k payout and a 10k payout and a 20k payout in the future, because I'm building up the habits that I need to make the results replicate themselves. And obviously I'm the only person who can do that, so I have to do everything within my power to make that happen. But more or less, today's markets were annoying once again. I mean, obviously when you look back at shit and it's not perfect and you didn't do everything that you could, you're going to be annoyed about yourself. And in this game, this is my 3rd year. I started properly trading 2 years ago in March. So this is my 3rd year I'm trading, and I was watching PJ Trades today. I think his name is like PJ Trades, and he was just saying like he didn't follow all of his rules and he's 9 years in, and at the end of the day, it's the same shit that I've already said. You can't expect perfect results. You can't expect perfect inputs. But you just got to be around for when that setup does come across. And today, unfortunately, price action did bullshit around. But look, we lived to trade another day. We got 2 winning days this week. No matter how many trades we took this week, 95% of them were A-star. So nothing else matters. So, it's been a good day. I'm about to get in the car and go for a drive. But same shit tomorrow, man. Same shit tomorrow. Wake up at 7, go to the gym, have a great workout like today. Go and do some gardening, get that dosh in my pocket. Hop on the charts, take my setups if they come across. And then, after I film my content, I need to play golf. I think I'm going to play golf at 4:20 p.m. So, yeah, man, maybe I'll bring the camera to that. I'll probably chat to you, man, before. But it's been a pretty successful day, and this is me signing out. So, boys, we are about to full port NFP once again, and currently there are 30 seconds left until this commences. So, this is going to be very, very, very fun. My phone, I've just got TradingView open because I need to set my limits. Okay, so sell stop, buy stop,
stop field,
fuck,
order filled.
Oh my god, that was not good. That is so funny, man. Oh, I actually just got completely screwed. Bro, my fills on that were shit. I literally, yeah. That was not the play, but oh well. Man, it is what it is. You're not going to win all of them, and today wasn't my day.
And currently the time is 4:55 on Monday the 9th of March. Obviously that means it's the next week now, and this week's vlog should have come to an end, but unfortunately for the past 2 full days the whole of Saturday, whole of Sunday, I did nothing on each of the days at all, other than watch Netflix in bed because I've just been bedbound, been ill, had a really stuffy nose, stuffy throat, and yeah, man, I ended up not filming anything on Friday afternoon after NFP, I'm pretty sure. Didn't film anything on Saturday, didn't film anything on Sunday, so here's me just wrapping up the week, and it was an alright week. Well, it wasn't actually. Started off by blowing 13 top step combines in a row, and then passing 3 of them, in the sense of building good habits on the markets. Didn't build any good habits because at the end of the day, I blew my accounts eventually, like due to a couple of silly decisions that I made. I blew the accounts, which is just silly, but it's just the way shit goes. Like, I've been making all these promises to myself, and I've been speaking so much to the universe that I've just been fed the complete opposite of what I've wanted. I've spoken my goals, and I have not been putting in the inputs that it would take to accomplish them. I've been more focused on achievements I can make instead of what it takes to get to the achievements. Because obviously I'm capable of anything that I put my mind to, but I have to put my mind to it to be capable of it. So honestly, man, I'm not even here to make any promises anymore. I'm just gonna take shit for the way it is. I know what I want, I know how to get it, and I'm just gonna do that. Like, I don't need to say this is gonna be my first 10k month, my first 10k payout, my first bloody blah. It's gonna be the way it is because I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to get me to that position. So that's gonna be a wrap on this week's vlog, and thank you for watching. I know we skipped a lot, but next week's vlog is gonna be a lot better off.